our next presentation is more trends actually. It's amazing. It's with the amazing Jawaid brothers or Jawaid Bros. We've got the amazing sort of like Fahad like joining us. If you want to turn your camera on. Hello, sir. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm lucky enough. Me and my wife are lucky enough to actually visit your facility. We've seen it.
Yeah.
We've been there. We've seen everything that you do, from your looms, that making all the woven tapes, all the way down to the metal trims. You guys are doing it all in-house. Even all the raw metals are coming in one side and all the trims are coming out the other. All the different types of finishing and sustainable finishing. I'm very excited about your presentation. And you guys are one of the leaders in Pakistan. You're the nominated one for most of the companies that produce in Pakistan. So we're very lucky to have you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me, and congratulations for having this transformer. It's one of a kind. I think it's a great opportunity for the students here in Pakistan. So I congratulate you for that. And
well, it's not just me. It's lots of people. I'm just.
I congratulate them all.
Yeah, no, I'm one of the organizers, but there's a lot of people in the background doing it all. I'm making it like this, but no, it's not me. It's like, I love you like Joanne and other people. But I guess you've got an amazing presentation to share with us, maybe 15, 20 slides or so. So
yeah, I do have that, and let me share my screen.
Super. There you go. So I'll leave you to it. I'll be back hopefully in about 15 minutes or so. We'll have a nice conversation. But very excited to see your presentation.
All right.
Good luck, sir.
Thank you so much. All right. Hello to everyone. My name is Fahad Hayat, and today I'm going to talk about the company that I'm representing, Jawaid Bros. And before we get into the trends and trims that we have right now, the currently, I would like to take you back and talk about a little bit about the company itself, because it's important, I think, to know about us, because we have been doing this the trims business since 1984, and it started with the labels and the label the printed labels back in the 80s, and it gradually began towards woven labels. And then, of course, in the late 90s, we expanded and we included manufacturing paper trims within our lineup of products. And obviously, we aimed at that time, we were aiming to have all the branding solutions, everything that we can have for the garment manufacturers, for our clients, and we can provide them as much of branding solutions as much as possible as a one-window solution. And we worked on that since that time. So in order for that vision to be completed, especially if we talk about denim, we made a joint venture with TNS Metal Buttons, which is a China-based company, and we had a venture with them here in Pakistan. And we have a whole manufacturing unit, a whole plant of high-tech metal buttons manufacturing unit here in Pakistan. And you can have a certified international standard metal button right here localized in Pakistan for all our global clients. And we have, we've been lucky enough to have a great response from our clients from all over the world. And we have been, growing in that sector as well. And our aim and our goal and our vision to provide a one-window solution, a one-window branding solution for our clients and for the garment manufacturing. That somewhat completed here, and it was a great boost for us overall. And the important thing was that we envisioned ourselves to be denim experts. We wanted to have everything that a denim requires for the branding. Any kind of trims, whether it be a waist tag, a choker tag, side tag, metal buttons, rivets, you name it, and we had it. We had the patches as well, the leather, the jacon. We wanted to provide everything, to our clients without any, without any stock, without any, hindrance. And we are still growing in that aim, in that vision, and we have been able to, I guess we have been able to live up to the expectations of our clients so far, and hopefully we'll keep on doing that, and we hope to continue that and be even more stronger than ever. Then came the sustainability vision for our company. Obviously, obviously being the largest manufacturing of the trims of the accessories for garments, we obviously realize the responsibility and also an opportunity to provide and to envision and to adapt basically the sustainable materials for our trims. And it wasn't easy. Obviously, it was a big challenge, and we had to responsibly resource a lot of materials from all over the world. And we wanted to, give options. We wanted to provide alternatives, and we wanted to provide responsible alternatives to our clients globally, mainly to our global brands. And that's where, the sustainability vision journey started. And we have been working on it ever since. So we developed a product line specifically to showcase our sustainable vision. And we have been working on it ever since. We showcased it earlier this year, and it's by the name of Weerd. And we have shared this with Mohsen as well, and we've been lucky enough to have him, have it view for us and have his comments on that as well. And I'm going to take you down to what kind of sustainable materials we're talking about there, one by one. And some of them are in, you can say, in production, not to a scalable level, but we are aiming and we are hoping that our clients will pick up on those trends, on those sustainable trends, and they will be providing and adapting as well for the scalability of these materials. We're going to start off with labels. Of course, hemp and the tencel. Hemp and tencel mainly known for for the denim and the garments, but we decided to actually adapt them for our labels, and the results have been amazing. We shared it with with a lot of people around the world, and we even shared it with Mohsen as well. We had amazing feedback on that, and we have made them available to view for anybody who wants to experience them and have a sample of it. And then we went on to recycle labels as well. That included satin as well, it included canvas labels, cotton labels as well, and also the yarn for the woven labels as well. So that was that. We started with the recycle, and then we moved towards the materials like hemp and tencel, and it's been great feedback from overall. And and then we moved on to eco-friendly buttons. We also have a screw button as well. It's a concept that is really just out there as well, but we wanted to localize this concept. We wanted to localize and manufacture it right here for our clients. So so for them to be available, for them to have that concept, for them to have this screw button available locally as well. And then we moved on to the eco-friendly finishes. That's basically the whole purpose of these is to eliminate the electroplating method completely. Obviously, there is a process where the electroplating method is completely dismissed, and the use of chemicals is very much reduced. Use of water is very much reduced, and we started off with like 2 or 3 finishes when we started off like a few years ago, but now we have achieved more than 30 finishes, more than 30 color combinations, 30 finishes, and I think we would like to keep on innovating on that. We would like to keep on growing on that, because I think it's important to have a good, solid alternative, sustainable alternative, other than the conventional buttons. Then we have the natural finishes. Natural finishes is something that we just does not require anything at all. No chemicals, no water, nothing. It's a pure raw finish and it's a material that just represents itself in a finished product. And I think this has been a great achievement of ours. And we have shared some samples around, globally with our clients, and we've had amazing feedback on that as well. All right, let me take you to the paper trims. Now, obviously recycled paper material is very much common these days, and I hope it keeps on going because it's very important. And we have been lucky, and we have been fortunate enough to be a part of this as well. We have been able to push that narrative, push that sustainable recycled paper trim narrative as well. We have been providing, samples. We've been providing, all the materials to our clients, and we've been lucky enough to have a good word and good feedback from them as well. Also, there are some papers that we have experimented with. We had a sugarcane paper, which is not really a new one, but it was out there, and we wanted to have an option locally for our brands as well. And of course, we came across a paper made out of hemp, and that was something really cool. And so we wanted to try, and it came out really well. And we have shown it around, and it has created quite an impression among a lot of people. Recycled cotton paper was actually the most interesting one as well. It's made out of fibers of real cotton, and it was something that I think probably this was something new. I think we resourced it. We resourced it from a supplier, from a responsible supplier, and we designed some things for it, and we gave it a finished product look. We made a hang tag out of it, a few of the things, and it came out really good. It came out really good, and it was amazing. Then obviously seed paper. Seed paper has been there since ages, and we wanted to somehow commercialize seed paper, and we're still working on it. We have some sample. We have we have been lucky enough to have a good solid feedback from our industry, from our friends like Mohsen as well. And we were trying to achieve something out of seed paper that can be commercially used, that can be be somewhat a trend, because there are some limitations with seed paper because of the the surface that it has as a paper. We're trying to make that as good, as viable as possible for our consumers. All right, now we go to the patches. Of course, the leather patches are there, jackfruit patches are there, and we started off with a recycled and chrome-free leather. So we wanted to somehow create a leather as an option first, because we wanted to recycle the leather. We wanted to use a recycled leather, and a leather that is chrome-free, a leather that is recycled. So we started off with that option, and then we went on to recycled jackfruit patch, jackfruit fiber made out of a recycled jackfruit fibers, and it was certified. It was good. It had a good feedback, and I think it's in the production with with a lot of our global clients, and it has been good feedback on that as well. Water-based PU, water-based PU leather, again, a good material, a very solid material, and it's a very sustainable, in terms of replacing leather. I wouldn't say it completely replaces leather, but it has this properties. It has this good rigidness to it, somewhat, that it can somewhat be replaced by leather. But I won't really. I mean, leather is leather, obviously, but we have to somehow find a good alternative to it. And I think search is still on, and we're trying to find something that can be reliable, and something that can be very solid, like leather. Obviously, it's very important to notify to the students and to everyone who's watching, that these items, these materials, these finished products need to be certified, because we are globally we have clients all over the world. We have clients, we have major global clients everywhere. So it's important for their satisfaction to have our items, to have our trims, to have our finished goods certified. Be certified with the, keeping in mind the international standards, and the certifications need to be, recognizable certifications. So it's very important, and we have been able to keep up with those, and it's very important. So one more thing that I would like to let everybody know here, that as Jawaid Bros is going to be carbon neutral by 2025. I think it's Pakistan we're the only insurance company that is going to achieve that, and we're going to be completely carbon neutral by 2025, and we're working on it. We have a roadmap for it, and yeah, definitely this is something that we have been talking about it since last year, and it's definitely go time for now. It's definitely the right time. I think it's the right time to go carbon neutral as a company, because it's time to be, as responsible as much as you can be, because the climate catastrophes all over the world, they're getting out of hand a bit. So I think for the companies, as being the largest company in Pakistan, I think we need to take the first step, and hopefully everybody will follow suit. So yeah, thank you so much. And if you have any questions.
Thank you so much, Fahad. That was really cool. If you could unshare your screen, that would be awesome. There are some questions that have come in. So let's see. The first question, which might be a bit of a touchy one, but I guess we need to answer this question, is the cotton is becoming is going to be a problem later this year for Pakistan. And obviously, how are you guys forecasting that? Obviously, if you need to be quite careful. Have you got reserves? How are you dealing with that problem currently at the moment?
I think we have global resources that we have right now. We are in talks with them. Obviously, it's going to be difficult. Obviously, we aim to be as localized as possible as a company, because reducing the carbon footprint has been the goal of ours. But because of the circumstances in Pakistan, and we'll have to resource them out from somewhere, from globally, from a proper responsible source supplier. So yeah, we have that covered for now.
I'm sure you do. You're quite a large company, and you guys are thinking quite ahead. Some questions coming in about your existing customers. Obviously, you've been established for many years, since the 90s. So pretty much everyone who comes to Pakistan most likely has used Jawaid Brother trims. Is that a valid thing to say? Or
it is absolutely. I think we've been here since the 80s, 84 to be exact. And I think as a company, this company has seen all the brands that have come and went away, or even come back again. I mean, we've been privileged enough. We have been very privileged enough to be the first, first choice of a lot of global brands. Whoever comes,
and a nominated supplier for a lot of them as well. So yeah,
absolutely. Very, very privileged. Yes.
Okay, a question about price. Obviously, when you use recycled paper and these kind of things, obviously, are they sometimes more expensive, or is it just easier to use available cardstock? How does it work with pricing? Is it about quantity?
That's why I mentioned that we are hoping for these things to be, scale to a certain extent, where we can reduce the price, we can control the price. Yes, they are right now a bit expensive, obviously, but we don't want that. Unfortunately, that's what that's how it is designed for now. That's how it is. Something that's not in our hand. Because we are resourcing these, globally resourcing these materials. We have had talks about somehow producing raw material, sustainable raw material, right here in Pakistan, so we can just reduce that cost and try to be able to provide a proper, a reduced cost and a sustainable finish, based on the raw material that is made in Pakistan. I think there can be nothing, better than that. But there have been some challenges.
But Pakistan can do it. Pakistan has got the resources, obviously, right now because of what's happened recently with the flooding. But I know it's like legalized hemp back in 2020. It's got a big cotton production, one of the biggest. So it's like you've got potential, and obviously you get your lyocell and other things from other parts. Obviously, I don't think they're producing lyocell in Pakistan yet. I don't believe, unless you can correct me there. So you're importing that in. So there's lots of other great sustainable things. Couple more questions, just a few more. I know we need to go. Step towards biodegradable trims. So obviously you did that that screw-on trim. Any steps on biodegradable trims that will disappear if you put them in the earth? Have you thought about that? Or
you know, we actually started with the poly bags, because you know poly bags are again a garment packaging element. We started with the biodegradable poly bags for now. It's on
which is a great step. Which is a great step as well. Yeah.
Yeah, we're testing it as well. We're testing it. We're trying to trying to figure out a way to present it to our clients, so they can be satisfied. They can be satisfied in a way that this things work. I mean, we have to be practical about it for a certain thing as well. We cannot just write a report or something. We have to show a practical use of something to the client, so they can be convinced, and then they can go towards the adaptation of that material, adaptation of that product. And that is very important. And that has been, the challenge so far with the sustainable materials. And fortunately enough, things are getting easier as the time is going by. People like you are, creating, innovating great stuff. And things are becoming hopeful. I guess I'm hoping that we can have, in the next 5 years, we can have a different conversation about, maybe, going to a very different direction. Like I just read about some poly bags being made out of seaweed. That's a great start. That's a great start. And I hope we can just, be at a scalable level of all these things that we're discussing right now. I hope we can be producing in the millions in the next 5 years.
You guys are one of the only and the best ones in Pakistan. So I'm sure you're going to be showing us and leading us the way. And we look very much to seeing you at the trade shows. I thought any students who happen to go to trade shows, make sure you do check these guys out. There are lots of questions that are coming in now, Fahad. I don't know if you can go on the chat function and answer them for us. That'll be amazing. And just a couple that are probably more business like related. So if you could answer them live or on the chat, that would be awesome. You guys have been amazing. Thank you so much for sharing all the development. And we look forward to seeing a lot more from you as well in the future. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Bye.